First match of the day. Welcome aboard, everybody, to the Draw 9 main event. I'll be your host, caster, production, everything today. Sorry in advance. For the series ahead, we've got two best of fives, single elimination that we're going to be covering today. Round of 16, which is what we're watching now. We've got Hey Bro versus Boulevard, which is a pretty fun rosters, I think, going up. And then we'll also do a quarterfinal match after this. If you guys aren't familiar with kind of the storylines for these two teams, the rumors right now is this Hey Bro roster getting picked up by TSM. Seems pretty likely. Was a roster that Wavy was doing really well in the salt mine and was asking him, and I'm like, hey, how are tryouts going? He's like, I'm not getting any. Nothing at all. What's going on? So he decides to make his own roster. He picks it up with Creams, which is a good start for the Hey Bro team, who many are saying is one of the most improved during the offseason. Originally had his foundation with the Alpine roster, which was, I forget the original name. Affinity or something like that. It was a long time ago. And Hockey, who's been around the scene for a while, but isn't really known for his like individualistic effort, but is really well known for actually setting up teammates and just being really solid all around. So a good fit, I think, for the Young Guns. And then on the other side, we got Boulevard. Delta and Alraz, we've seen around the block for quite a while. And they found this new kid, Repeat, who's been an absolute nuisance as they tied up very quickly on. So, lot to prove. We have seen Boulevard with a top 2 performance in a draw, I think 2 draws ago, so a couple months. But a lot can happen in a couple months. Gonna be interesting to see on how it develops, and as teams become more familiar with both of these teams' play styles, I think the one takeaway that I really got out of Hey Bro was their defense is quite solid. Here's to see if they can turn that into offense, though, by pushing it up in the midfield. As Hockey takes his first shot, top right. To be cleared completely the other way before Control in the back corner buys a little bit of time for rotations. Seems like movement's a little bit slow as they're collecting those pads on the back half, but it doesn't matter as it's cleared all the way downfield. Couple shots paired through on the orange half. But able to sweep on through. Hockey, if he can get a pass, it's laid over, and Wavy wide open. The unselfish play from Hockey pays off. Puts them back by 1. Clean play all around. No need to force your way through when you can go around it. The unselfish play doing quite well. Hey Bro finds himself back on defense after the kickoff. Repeat solo play in the air. Gets a pass 1. Can he get the secondary touch? Has the drop down to a teammate. But good recovery on the rotation. We mentioned that Hey Bro defense just a short time ago and how solid it's been. I'm curious on what Boulevard's going to do to open up the net. Whether it be bumps and demos, we've seen a little bit of chippy play. High clear out. Looked like it was tough for Delta to read, but does respond nicely. As he's able to bring it back all the other way, gets a bump off the player, but can't have a follow-up touch from his teammate. So going to find themselves back to the other side. As an aggressive challenge off the ceiling pays off for Hockey. Can't find the bump on the goal line. Alraz able to bring it in the midfield. Solo play. Decide he's going to go low, and it's actually Delta. Not sure if Delta meant to challenge that way. It ended up being a save on his own teammate. This one now. More aggression. But it's going to be a player rotating on the way back. First touch, solid. Is he going to get the read off the ceiling? No. Pressure's been there in the midfield as Alraz checking back to it. Slowing it down on the defense. Smart play as well. There's no one challenging initially from Hey Bro. No point in moving the ball and just throwing possession for free, but it's a bump off the aerial. Shot coming in from Hey Bro. It's off the ceiling. Can Hockey play it back down? It's a great pass down off the back wall. Hockey and Wavy working excellent together as basically a tandem that I think you're going to come to love. I will say the gameplay has been a little bit timid. Not normally at the pace what we see these teams play at. But some of the difficulty that comes in from the draw, and one of the reasons why I love it is cutthroat. You make it to main event day, you got no extra lives in a best of 5. You got to win or you go home. With $14,000 on the line, it's a pretty big deal. So trying to secure those funds. As a team passing play able to break it out of the orange half. They're down on the sidewall where it's safe and pinch back away. Curious if Delta's going to turn on this immediately. He decides to wait for it. Gets 100 boosts, and now he's going to have an awkward 50. It's in front of his net. Luckily pinches over to his teammate Alraz, who can't quite get to it. So hey bro, 10 seconds up by 2. Trying to do what they can to keep this in the midfield. Shot comes across. Cream's there to meet it. Final seconds remaining. This one hits the ground. It is going to be hey bro with game 1, and a good look to start it off. Pretty surprising there out of everything is Cream's only 60 points. Talked about that duo working well in tandem, and pretty crazy to see such a low score from him. Obviously, with a shot that's like what? How many points are a shot worth now? Like 50? 20? Like 10? What is it? I don't know. But he's only getting 2 points per touch, so... Again, just filling in the gaps. The last time we saw Creams on broadcast, he hit a double flip reset, pinch off the sidewall to set up his teammate for his center. So the fact that they're having success already and Creams is still not part of the namesake is a good sign for hey bro. What is Boulevard going to do to respond? Alvarez on the sidewall, going to sweep on through. Shadows it on the way back. It ends up popping high. Should be an easy challenge to play to the corner where it's safe. Delta, the only one with boost to work with, so able to clear it out. He's got plenty to sit and survey as Hockey plays this high up the ceiling. He should be able to take that one free, but the approach is off. Could have had a shot potential there if he would have hit it more direct. Possibly a double touch off that backboard. But ends up dropping straight down to Wavy. So, hey, bro. Resumes their offense as both teams fight for the midfield. Intercepted by Wavy up high, but it's a bump on the way down. Doesn't matter. Creams comes sweeping through. Trying to get a few extra touches. It's popped high. Hockey, patient as always. Into the midfield. A good beat there by Repeat. But they're having a hard time breaking out of their own half. Settled in the corner. He is able to secure his own boost. And a slow approach from Boulevard. Not sure if that's going to come back to bite them. They look their best when they're able to control the pace, but Creams with the individual effort. It's paired with the demo. Makes it nice and easy. Wavy playing cleanup today. All 3 players. Aki comes sweeping through for a demo. Creams beats another. About as free as it gets. Change definitely needed from the Boulevard team. Almost as if too much respect is being given to the other roster. They do have the speed and the pace to match them, but we haven't quite seen it just yet. We'll say a couple of the touches have been a tad off. I'll look back to that challenge that came up, but Wavy off the ceiling, double touch chance, just a little bit off the mark, but his teammate's there for the follow through. Dangerous spot, could have put them up by 2. I'm sure they would love the extra. Inches in the midfield. Repeat does get the win. Secondary touch. Not going to go for it. It's Delta with a delayed touch. Ends up landing on the ball and popping. Has a flip reset. Trying to play it through. Popped up high. Repeat. Trying to beat it to the wall. Cream's backboard defense absolutely stellar. It'll play it back down the other way. But boost respawn not there. So going to have to play it slow over the top. Wavy. Trying to go for a bump, can't find it. Gonna have to sweep through and deny that top left corner boost. In front of the net, and a big loft and clear yet again. The alleviation of pressure, and all it takes is one mistake. Creams finds himself another shot. Nice and easy. Again, Alraz trying to read that back wall, just miscalculates it. Maybe had his eyes on that 100 boost. Wavy pops it up high. Dream's able to get there as well. Off the backboard, can Delta find the angle? No, Wavy covering near post. Two players helping out. The defense yet again standing tall, and then a good check. Wavy again. Most want to rotate a little bit wider there, but instead cutting off that angle. Good decision making as Scream's able to follow on the backside of this one, but a little bit of offense here. Boulevard trying to set something up, but cannot find that extra touch. There always seems to be a response. Popped up high. Don't need to force anything here. It's a fake shot opportunity. Everybody chases in. They send the house. They get rewarded. Also, before I forget, chat. Okay, it is on. Good. Dream solid kickoff. Ends up going to the back wall. Not able to get the possession off of it, but still aggressive challenges paying off for them. Really dominating the midfield. Excited to look at the stats after the end of this one as well. Field possession might tell us the tale. But really impressed right now by Hey Bro. Always having someone in the right position with a good challenge. It's a fake from Hockey. And an even better decision. Rather than just shooting this on target, they knew they had all three players on defense. If he goes for a solo play, he can at least draw one out. But it's about the time that he just gave his teammates. They're able to sweep on through, grab some boost, get back into a better position as that one forcing two up. Luckily, Alraz does roll out of it, so it doesn't commit too heavily as this one's just dumped off. Wavy now with a solo. Over the top of one, off the ceiling, has the read. Can he get the secondary touch? It's perfect. Wavy. What a shot. Oh, what an angle. How this kid didn't get tryouts blows my mind. You give him space, he punishes. And a 2-goal lead. 3-1 Hey Bro, and now on match point. Again, you look at the field domination, and while it is Boulevard at the first half of that game on the offense, it took all three of them two chasing for a demo. They finally secure it, and then a goal. But outside of that, they're having difficulties. This defense, they've had a couple really clean shots, but for the most part, always an answer, always a player in position. Again, close games, but it's tough. A little bit more urgency going to be needed here from Boulevard. Big clear downfield. Let's see how they crash to it. Smart play, leaves it for Repeat, who's in a better position as that play develops. It'll sweep through. They get the boost. How do they set up? Delta. Secondary touch. Gets it across. Cream's there with a solid clear. Hockey already to it. Is it right back in the corner? It's redirected back over to Wavy. He sets up for the double. It's not going to be there. Alraz able to get up to it. Makes a crucial save. So they settle it into the midfield. Delta with a solo. It's a 1 versus 1. Has the flip reset. Can he get over the top? It's a beautiful save from Creams. Not an easy play to make, and they immediately turn it into a counterattack. This pressure is starting to pile on. Over to the corner, trying to play that back in mid. You saw them coming through, ready for a shot, set up and ready to go. A little boost down the line. Gonna just have to force it. And a couple good looks for both teams. Still nothing to show for it. Minute and a half goes by. And the pace that I was saying was a little bit lacking in game one has definitely turned up. Both teams are finally awake. An awkward bounce does work out in favor of Hebro. Positioning still there, though. Over the top. Might be able to get one more. Flip reset. Has the chance to play it into the midfield. And unfortunately for the offensive Boulevard, Hockey able to control it all the way through. Really like that play from Wavy. He's chasing it down, trying to see if he can get a redirect or something cheeky. But because it's not there, he finds a demo. Allows this offense to keep on pushing. Trying to find a back pass. Positioning was a little bit weird, so delayed. Eventually does end up playing into the corner. Looks like Hockey wanted to go for a solo play, but it pops high. Ends up going to the other side of the field. First touch by Wavy. Does he have another? He does, but repeat. Able to challenge. The defense of Boulevard rotating cleanly as they try to position up. Lawler has nowhere to go with it, so he plays it into the corner. Ends up being a mistake. A shot. Doesn't have the power, but they play it high. And when it looks like it's going to be a setup, immediately challenged again. Wavy, everything he can to cause some disruption. It's a shot. It's a little bit of a bump, but luckily, 3 defenders all there. Able to keep this game tied. Flick over the top. Alraz, secondary effort. Off the post and out. Delta off the backboard. Redwell cleared. It's an open net. As they all race back, they got to be careful. Hockey's there, but can't quite get the power. It's been a lot of solo plays. I think it's a sign of that respect. Trying to draw out some defenders. They've been having a hard time of finding these demos. As 2 big mistakes. They're going to have to retreat on this one. Open that boost, respawns. It's not going to. So Alraz, only 9 boosts to his name. He's got to back off completely as he sits on that back corner. It's a bump off the backboard. Secondary touch. The follow-up's there. Alraz, can he slot it away? No! Creams and Wavy both there. Saved and pushed all the way to the midfield. All that offensive pressure gone, and now they got to be careful on defense. Ceiling shot, reset, trying to play it down. And can't quite get the power to push it. This one wraps up the wall. Delta on target, immediate pressure. Might have a secondary touch. It's not going to matter. It ends up going past, and Wavy applies some pressure almost immediately. But now all 3 players, same side of the field. Can they turn it into something? It's a bully play, and they can't get the low 50. 45 seconds. Still no goal. And hey, bro, just needing one to secure it in this series and move on. Up high. Off the ceiling. Creams checking back to it. Might have another block. But no, it goes underneath. Wavy sweeps through. What a save. Keeps it out from the net as Alraz puts another shot top right. Pressure here from Boulevard. Final 15 seconds. Do they have it in them? No, it's a big mistake. Hockey's there to intercept. The challenge from Creams creates a good shot. And Delta, he's up for it, but it plays all the way to the side where Hockey's waiting. A beautiful read. Off the kickoff, Wavy happy to waste as much time as possible. This one settles into the midfield. They have to keep it up. 0 seconds in play. They pop it up high. Wavy, he's actually going to miss it. It drops down. Hey, bro. 3-0 sweep. Moving on to the quarterfinals.